Hey mathematicians, welcome back. Today I'm going to be teaching you about Number Corner. Number Corner is something that we'll be doing every day once we're in school face to face. But for now, I'm just going to be recording these lessons for you and you can watch them and participate along at home. Number Corner will be in everybody's classroom. Right now you can see I'm in my classroom. So if you are in my classroom, Mrs. Rowland's class, this is what Number Corner will look like for you. I'm going to show you a little bit about what Number Corner is, and then we'll we'll do the first few activities together. And I'll wish you guys all a bunch of luck. So right here behind me, you can see right here, these are our hundreds, or I'm sorry, our 10 frames. And I think I have at least 100 up here right now. This right here is our calendar. There's always a pattern. You can't really see it right now, but our pattern clue is always up there. And then there's always some sort of picture on those. Moving over a little bit. This right here is our hundreds pocket chart. Every day that we are here, we will reveal the next number and it will represent how many days we've been in school. This is our collection chart. So we will be collecting Unifix cubes, and each week we'll figure out how many are in each pocket. You can see I've already done some while we weren't here because we were actually in school on Wednesday and Thursday last week. So I went ahead and did those for you, and I'll explain to you what happened while you weren't here. This is our place value chart, and you can see that we've been in school 2 days. Every time we're here again, we add another cube to that, and we'll see what happens. And right here, you can see we have the numbers 0 all the way through 10, and that is showing us how we actually count using our fingers. We have our poems that talk about some of the different shapes, and there's a little poem for each of those. Down at the bottom here is our number line, and we'll be using that to play some games for Number Corner. And then right here, we have our links in our 10 frame again. So let's get started real quick. I'm going to show you what it is that we will be doing every day. And we're going to start off first with our calendar. There's a song that I like to sing to do the calendar. You may have heard it before. If you have, please sing along with me. If you haven't, try to pick it up over the next couple of days and we'll see if you can get it. I'm not sure what Mr. Miller and Mrs. Nordhoff will be doing, so just know this is what we'll be doing in our class. And here we go. There are 7 days, there are 7 days, there are 7 days in a week. There are 7 days, there are 7 days, there are 7 days in a week. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So we know there are 7 days in a week. We also have the months of the year. This is the month August, and it is the year 2020. I'm not going to go over the months at this time. That's something you'll wind up doing with your teachers once we're back in school face to face. On our calendar, you can see I have something that says yesterday was, today is, and this one says tomorrow will be. So whoever is here helping us out with the calendar will have the chance to help us tell us what day it was yesterday, what day it is today, and what day it'll be tomorrow. So I'll do that for you right now. We have yesterday was, and if I follow this all the way up, I can see yesterday was Sunday. Today is Monday, and tomorrow will be Tuesday. And as we do this more and more, you will get very, very fluent with what day it is, yesterday, tomorrow. You'll be very, very quick with it. That's what fluent means. So yesterday, the date was the 23rd. So I have to figure out what the date will be today. To do that, sometimes you just know it. It's something you've already learned. Sometimes we haven't learned it yet. And here's a way that you can try to figure out what number comes next. All I have to do is point to each number and count, and then I'll be able to figure out where we're at today. So I didn't have room to put the number 1, So I had to start with number 2, but just know number 1 would have been up here. So we're trying to figure out what day it is today. Or I'm sorry, the date. So we had the second. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are you counting along with me? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We're almost there. Keep counting. 21, 22, 23. And what comes next? You should have said 24. So we know that the date here is going to be the 24th. Up here in the corner, now we get a little bit closer. There's a little helper and it shows us what the pattern is going to be in our pocket chart. So far we see a circle, a rectangle, a triangle, a square. And a pattern is something that repeats itself over and over and over. So just like we started with circle, we have circle. Next would come rectangle, then would come triangle, and last comes square. So this is the pattern that we'll see repeating over and over and over this month. So if I take a close look at what pattern we've had so far, we know that it should have started with a circle, but like I said, I didn't have room for that number. So we had a circle, rectangle, triangle, square. You can see it follows that: circle, rectangle, triangle, square. So it's just going to keep repeating. Say the pattern with me: circle, rectangle, triangle, square. Circle, rectangle, triangle, square. Circle, rectangle, triangle, square. Circle, rectangle, triangle, square. I'll let you say these ones without me. Good. Circle, rectangle, triangle. What do you suppose today's going to be? When you come into the classroom, it's important that we never just shout out the answer unless the teacher asks you to. So in most classes, you raise your hand, and you would raise your hand real high, and you would just hope that the teacher calls on you. If she doesn't or he doesn't, it's okay. Something I like to teach my kids is just to catch a bubble. So when they put their hand up, they just go, I'm going to call on someone. So if I called on you, you would tell me this was the shape square. Good, a square. So we know there probably has to be a square behind there. Those of you that had your hand up that really wanted to turn, wanted me to call on you, and I didn't, the proper way to say, oh man, or oh, I didn't get a turn, is just to do this. I had my hand up. I called on someone. Your job is to go. Could you tell I was mad? Could you tell I was disappointed? Could you tell I was sad? Not really. We need to be happy for our friends that they had a turn, and we'll know that we'll get a turn someday too. So if you guess square, you are absolutely right. To me, it looks like we have a little cracker there, a little saltine cracker. So tomorrow will be Tuesday. So I'll do our next lesson tomorrow, and we'll see what Tuesday has to bring for us. We're going to move over just a little bit, and we have to do our days in school. Adjust that just a little bit. So we are here one more day, and we have to add one more cube. This is called a 1. It's 1, it's worth 1. And I'm going to put my 1 into the ones column. So yesterday I had 2 cubes in there, but today I added 1 more. So 2 plus 1 more equals 3. So now we have a total of 3. We have 3 there. We need to make sure this is 3. So we were in school our first day and our second day, and today is day number 3. So I'm going to reveal that number, and now we can count 1, 2, 3. We can see that we've been in school 3 days. The next thing that we have to do is our Unifix cubes. Every day that we are here this month, we have to spin our spinner. Now, if I spin it this way, it's always going to end up down here. So I have to lay it flat. Oh, and I landed on 2. So I'm going to hang this back up, and my job is to add 2 Unifix cubes to the pocket chart. So here are my 2. That's all we do for that. You can see that we have some numbers or some cubes already in there. That was from last week. So we're just adding last week's total in this week to see if we can get a nice collection. Then right here, it says how many days in school. So you can see I already did 2 from last week, from Wednesday and Thursday. So now that today is Monday, it's time for us to add 1 more circle. So I'm going to add another little dot in there. So how many days have we been in school so far? You can just count the dots. 1, 2, 3. So that's our 10 frame. We can see we have 3 dots. And then we have to add a link. Here's our link, and I'll go ahead and add that to it. And now you can see we have 1, 2, 3 links. The last thing that I wanted to show you this morning was our pocket chart down here that has our numbers in it. The numbers always go from 1 and up. I'm just going to point to them, and I would like you to count for me, please. Ready? 1, 2, keep counting, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. You'll see up here we have some poems. We are not going to go over the poems today. And then you also can see that we have our numbers up here, and that's how we do them on our fingers. We're also not going to do those today. We'll go ahead and do that another day. But for right now, I'd like you to make sure you come back and join me for the second video, where we're going to play a game using the number line down at the bottom. Take care, guys.